Okay, Distant Worlds 2. Yeah, last time I messed up even worse than I did the time before. Technically bad gameplay is not worse than just making mistakes, you know? And I just made a mistake. And that mistake was, I forgot it was a new session. And because they keep the settings here, which I changed to 1000, on this screen the same, I forgot. I forgot to reset the difficulty to very hard. Which means the game where I was doing extremely well on, we were only playing on normal. That doesn't affect the setup stuff we were doing very much, like it's a legitimate setup sequence, but it does affect the scaling of the of the AIs the entire time. Which means since I've been saying that these are very hard attempts, if I continue the last game, I will be being extremely disingenuous. You know, I should mute my phone. Yeah, because it's not very hard at all. It's not very hard at all. It's actually very much, very much normal difficulty. It's not great. I'm gonna check to make sure that Twitch is actually live. It is. Okay. Good. For some reason it wasn't showing us live on my screen, but seems to be. Which means that the really good start we got last time, where it actually looked like I could win the game, is no good. It's no good. It's super no good. Well, you know, what can you do? I thought about restarting this as a new sequence, like starting this as a new attempt and just like deciding that humans were unluck for my attention span. But no, I think the humans deserve a fair chance. I would not mind the humans being the first successful run. The biggest problem going forward is going to be, of course, that I kind of want to win on very hard, or at least get strongly into the mid game, because when the new expansion comes out that they just announced, the update is including the Quemeno, and not the Quemeno, the Xenox, who are of course my very favorite, the Space Cats. They are getting their upgrade, and I knew that was happening, but I didn't expect it to be happening, right? Like, as in, they've announced it, it's going to be a month away, and I'm going to need a lot of attempts to win this between now and then so that I can go full in on extreme difficulty on my Xenox. And so I think just for variety's sake, we're going to stick with humans. I thought about going back to the Quemeno. Was another thing that I considered, knowing that I had to restart again today. It's quite frustrating. It's all on me. But I guess that's what live streaming is, right? You get to experience the mistakes that normally I just make magically disappear when I'm making YouTube videos. The mistakes just disappear into the void. Nobody ever sees them. Well, here you gotta see it. You gotta see me having to start again 2 streams in a row because of mistakes I made. The first time because I destroyed my fleet by triggering fighters in a fight that if I hadn't triggered the fighters, I'd have won. The second time because I did not switch my difficulty when I restarted the game. And so I can't claim that this is a very hard series if I'm not actually playing on very hard. Okay, well, that's just how it goes. We do have our increase in colony range. It is theoretically possible that this might be better for me to decrease while increasing the distance, just to give me a bit of an advantage. It might get a little less border pushed if I do this. Everything else should be normal. We are, of course, still humans. We are a refugee fleet. We don't care about our name. Now, I was having a discussion in the comments of the last stream with somebody about the military start, and it does make me tempted to try a military start again. There's a lot of really good things about the military start, but there's a bug. It's a pretty severe bug that sort of messes things up. Well, there was a bug that messes things up if you like conquer before you land your troops. And it does make me kind of want to try military again, because I think military and exploration colonization are basically equal. They have an equally good method of getting 2 colonies super fast, which is pretty vital, I think. You spend a lot of time not being able to grow or even really research technologies in this game mode, and you need some way to overcome that. And the way we overcome that with exploration and colonization is faster exploration, so it gets done sooner, and 2 colonies right away, right? In military, we overcome that by being able to defend against pirates better, right? Because we have a better military. And being able to get 2 colonies right away by invading the first neutral we find. Problem with that is, if we haven't already landed a planet before we invade that neutral, which is the ideal way to do it in my opinion, because you aren't blamed for things you do before you become before you have a planet. Before, it was causing everything in your basically all your ships would not acknowledge that was your that was your capital. You'd have a difficult time getting your resources onto planet, and a whole bunch of other like tiny little but really important things would happen that would mess everything up. When it comes to which is why I eventually decided that exploration and colonization is the only viable start for any relatively high difficulty, because the extra colony ship, as we've shown many times, allows you to get a ton of population on your first world and leaves you with a hull, so you don't have to pay for the second ship, which means you get a second colony even if your economy tanks because you don't find the planet right away. But I would like to try military again at some point. Maybe even this is the time, just to see if the bug exists still. If the bug still exists, like if it fails to properly colonize my first world that I conquer, then it'll be a no-go, and it will trigger another restart. Mind you, that restart would happen really early, so it would be no more time wasted than a regular restart from exploration. Can't believe the last game executed so well, and I can't continue playing it simply because the difficulty is wrong. Again, up until the point we played at, the difficulty doesn't really matter because nobody was going to be able to fight us that early. But in the background where we can't see, the difficulty difference was already going to be stifling the expansion of the other empires and causing problems, which, you know, sucks. Am I gonna try military this one time? No, I think we're gonna stick with exploration, colonization. That's what I've been practicing. That's the start I'm used to, and that I think is the most valuable. Because of course the hope is that we'll be able to play on extreme difficulty when we get the Xenox, and then maybe after that we try popping up the aggression. If we can get it down good enough. The problem with popping the aggression is we're specifically in a refugee fleet. We are more vulnerable to aggression than normal starts are. Okay. It makes me sad that I have to restart again. But, you know, exploration is a compelling part of the game, and it's fun to watch, so we get to see what we see. It's like gambling, right? We're gonna find what we find, and hopefully that stuff is worthwhile. I really want to get into a game, though. You know, I'd like to see more than the exploration and early game phase. I'd like to see this game be able to take this start all the way to the Shakturi, because I deliberately put off. Okay, that is an exceptionally good start. We might be underway immediately. A continental world in our starting system. That's super duper nice. Also, I made a mistake several times last episode where I said that it's when you colonize a planet that you get a new thing. It's not. It's when you colonize a continental world that you get a free technology. And then those technologies will, like, they're... Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm doing that thing where I don't release Q control after each hotkey, and it causes my guys to be clustered instead of separate. We're good. We're good now, right? 1. That's the F key. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So 1, your job, you just check and see if we got a homeworld immediately. That would be, like, badass. I guess we'll send you this way. I guess we're gonna be doing another, like, wedges like this thing, so... Number 2, you can grab this world. Number 3, you can grab this world. Actually, check on that. You can actually grab this world. Because number 4 can grab this world. Let's get underway, put ourselves at 4, and sadly find ourselves scouting again. Fine. We'll get it right eventually. You know, get it right eventually. If this game starts right away, that would make up for the stuff, because we're more likely to win if we have a planet immediately. Okay, so this is 2. What do you got here, bud? That's the wrong one. It's always nothing. You got nothing. I've been trying to force myself to use the hotkeys because I usually slow scroll, and I never remember which ones are which until I start getting like halfway through the game. Like, first column is far, second column is close, right? So end is this map scale, and no. Delete is this map scale, and N is planetary. Alright. We want to hit up you, put you on planetary scale, check for useful stuff, blue planets. Nope, but we also have 3 in a system, so they can... No, it's 4 that's also in a system. They can also check on this scale. No. So we can go out. 3. Please head to this. 4. To this. I don't think we've finished a survey sequence yet, so I think we're in pretty good shape that way. I'm thinking of adding a short stream on Saturdays as well, because I think there might be time for me to do that in my life. We'll see. While I haven't 100% committed to this just like being regular, I've like 90% committed to this schedule starting to be pretty regular. Let's see, number 1 has done 1 scan pass, I think, so we'll check them too. Number 3, what do you got for me, number 3? Nothing. Okay, well, you can go this way, I think. And you got anything for me, number 1? Hard to imagine a continental world that we can't colonize. It's like the best world we've found literally ever. Like, not even close ever. It's like the game is blessing my mistake with a very quick start so we can get underway right away. It's even got it's even got steel on the planet. I mean, that's not important, but it's still... Thank you, Chaos. Thank you, Chaos, for, Oh. I was about to thank Chaos for treating me so well, but it looks like we might be... No, that's just my fleet. So let's head to our brand new continental moon. Let's immediately grab one of our colony ships. And you can just immediately colonize this, because why would we not colonize a... This is so good. I wouldn't believe that this happened if I wasn't literally looking at it. Right? Like, if it wasn't recorded for all posterity, I would not believe that we found a continental 41 as our home system where we started. That's good. I'm gonna also take one here, and I'm gonna tell one that your first job is gonna be to search this system. But what I'd like you to do, survey that first, and then... Not even a lot here. Almost just manually survey it just to make sure we don't mess it up, right? Okay. What else are we gonna find? We haven't put a research project on, but because we're about to land a planet, I guess it doesn't have to be as bad, right? Like, we could do... And there's not a lot of things other... Since we have a planet right away, I think I might do planetary governance first. That's a thing that I oftentimes do in a normal start, right? And then... after that... What do we want to do? Now, there's no missile technologies or anything we can hit, so maybe we just throw structured research into the queue. That's a lot, though, and it'll take forever. It'll help us a ton, though. If we can pass through this real fast, it's like 152 years, though. And all these techs are going to be a long time because we have nothing, and they'll be shorter as soon as we put stuff up. This is also very useful. Usually I get enhanced storage, though, and I think I'm going to put it in the queue because it feels right to do so. Also, steel is very expendable for us at the start. Which governments? Yeah. If you fail to set the government, within 2 or 3 months it'll set one for you. Yep. Well, we got volcanic for some reason. That's like very bad RNG. I mean, it's still free technology, but it's still very bad RNG. Our government is going to be Republic. And we're gonna, hopefully, find some good stuff right away. A second colony would be extremely useful. I forgot to do one part of the starting sequence, which is you just dump all your passengers onto our new capital. That's great. Okay. Let's see what we got. Should be staying on exploration, so they're highlighted because it makes all this easier at the start. Did we look in For's system yet? I don't think we did. I'm gonna move the cable from my mic because I keep touching it and I think it's gonna vibrate the mic arm, which is not pleasant. What's in here? That is a marshy swamp planet. We're not particularly good on marshy swamp planets, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. So we will do a good survey there. Just to make sure, you know. Not likely, but it's not impossible. You've just hit here. You all have a mangrove forest as a blue planet. Mangrove forest, okay. I'm pretty sure that this was 2. Yep. Let's go. I really don't think either of these are going to find anything we need, but we'll let them do it anyway. That's their prerogative, right? Oh. Our first pirates. Usually I will make friends with one set of pirates, but I don't know about that here. They're on a deep ocean world. They're close, and just like the last game, it might be in our advantage, like our best interests, to actually kill them. So we will befriend the second group of pirates we find. So let's just send 3 this way. Hopefully they can escape those pirates. Dismiss this because we're not doing that. We'll look at our colony world as well, because I've just reminded of the fact that we did not build starting troops here, which we definitely need to. We didn't build the 2 construction ships we need. I'm gonna cancel them from building this, and then we're gonna do the regular starting stuff, which is select everything. Say cap locks. So select everything, mark them all as manual, and then go through and manual the ones that the auto system will not turn off. We now want to remove from our list frigate, large mining station. We want to remove medium mining ship. We're going to remove the large mining station because we're not going to be building those right away. We're going to remove construction, exploration, the freighter. Being more careful this time because I've made mistakes on this several times in a row. The small mining ship. And we're going to redo the small mining station because their weapons won't save them. They will get short-range sensors so that we can have better sight. They will lose a cargo bay and a fuel cell. They don't need those things that much. What is the defect? Oh, that's a fine defect. It's okay that we have had this name before. We'll just increment it to 2. Everything will be good. I wonder if there's anything else we should put on here. I mean, there's room for a small mining engine, which is usually the best choice for one of these things. Now let's just look at what its actual cost to build is, because that's essential for us. We've got Argon and Krypton, which I think we can't really remove unless we remove the shields, right? We could just make it like armor tanked. We could. Like, that's not an invalid choice. I don't know if it's the correct choice, but it is something we could try. That would remove Argon and Krypton, but we should probably find Argon and Krypton fast, right? It's not usually Argon and Krypton that we run out of when trying to build these things at the start. It's usually polymer or silicon if we haven't found those, because you just can't get those below 20. Find that like it's an interesting idea, we'll say. right? Like, it is quite an interesting idea to figure out whether or not this will actually work without shields. I'm not going to bother, though. I don't think that's the right decision. I think that it's fine like this with a little bit of Argon and Krypton on it. So we'll just save and exit that. The other thing we want to do is make sure everything else we might need is ready. We've got to get rid of this. We'll keep the small spaceport type 2. Edit it. They're going to put a whole bunch of fancy stuff on here we don't want. Got way too much point defense. So we want this to... We could use point defense missiles, which allows us to put them in worse positions and have them still be effective, right? Like, I could put... Where are they? Interceptor missiles, right? Are the point defense ones? I mean, it says PD right on it, so I could just use my reading comprehension. Answer that question. I don't think that's right. No. That's the one I want. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do 2. It's good. You're good. For weapons, I want these to be railguns, small ones. Gives us a little bit of coverage from railguns. And then I would like these large ones to be medium missiles, as many as we can fit without it being mad. Concussion missiles, there we go. And putting this much defensive strength on these is going to, maybe we do 2 of them as small and see if that fits. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. Keeping the fighters because we're humans. There is an argument for trying to get this under 1,000 so I can build a second construction yard. I think to do that, though, I've got to almost de-weapon it fully. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if I want to de-weapon it fully at this stage of the game, because we'll probably need them for pirate support, right? So let's do that. We can worry about double construction yard spaceports later. Yeah, I think that's all we really need to deal with right now. Should be fine. And we want to try to get to the point where we have a fleet that can defeat this relatively quickly like we did last time. So maybe we just built that fleet immediately. I do have the money. It's just I need that money for other things. I could probably afford to spend 20,000 on a fleet. If I get a fleet for 20,000, if I can boost this fleet by enough guys inside of 20,000 that this will work, that might be worthwhile. Because I have limited resources, and the sooner we kill these pirates, the better. There's lots of potential for good RNG making this really valuable. And there's lots of potential for bad R&D making it not valuable at all. Right, so we have fuel in system. We're building our first construction ship, so we're going to get fuel and argon right away in a small amount. That's okay. We are getting this scanned down, which is good. Let's just look at what our explorers are doing. Hey, explorers, where you at? Oh, I missed it. I actually clicked on the wrong one. Okay, so 2... Have you figured it out yet? Is this useful? Have not figured it out yet? Right. I assume then that you have also not figured it out yet? You have. Good enough. Let's send you back across this way, I think. 2 or 4. And then we'll send him out over here, I think. I can work on this wedge. This guy can work over in this direction. One will never be coming out, so once he gets up here, we'll send him back over here to do where we would have sent one originally, which means we'll also get this star with him. This. Back in, maybe. I'll watch their fuel better this time than I usually do, I think. Because we got started so fast. It does make our early exploration more effective that we got started this fast. Because I don't have to, like, I can stop if I see interesting things. Stuff like that. These guys haven't attacked us yet, but that makes sense because I don't think they know of anything to attack us for. Let's look at our colony, because all of our resources should be on this world. What are you building? What is this? What is this? I clearly missed stuff, or they did it before it was obsoleted. Because once again, we have them building stuff, and they can't build stuff. Wait, did I just unclick my own construction ship? I probably did. That would be a moderately large mistake if I just unclicked my own construction ships. No. Yes. I think I just did. Can we put them back, please? No, you're building them still. Billion economy. Are you going to waste more of your money on stuff that I can't allow you to build, or are you just going to peacefully accept you're not allowed to build things? We have enough resources to get quite a lot done. But I am concerned, because I'm always concerned, you know. Let's look at our frigate design. Okay. Railgun. I'm just going to get into the habit of building missiles for point defense, not because they're good, they're actually not that good, but because eventually we'll have the human ones and we will be using those for sure. And let's see, just like last time, we can fit a small railgun on the front, and then we can squeeze it into the hull by removing something else we don't need. We don't need short range sensors because most systems we're in will have mining bases, and mining bases can scan systems with their own sensors. Maybe we put sensors on bigger ships later, but not right now. You can keep the countermeasures, take a fuel cell away from you, and then we'll fit. That seems fine. What is the requirement to build one of these? Polymer that I worry about the most every time, because if we don't find it, we're going to be in trouble. We won't be able to build stations. But that's going to be our hulls. Let's look at the hulls they started us with. Because if these guys lack the extra railgun, you should just retrofit them immediately. No reason to not just retrofit them immediately. I probably, just for pirate defense, should build a space station right away too, but I don't know. It can be a difficult decision whether or not to build this, because it's a lot of resources. And it can really hurt us if we don't find polymer first. Like, I'd like to see polymer and silicon on my map before I make the decision to, like, build that. And we have a very poor starting system. Like, the reason I say that is the number of planets, and it means every planet that we put a mining station on that's not inside of this system, we have to defend. And this has got, like, 5 planets total. Apparently there are some asteroids. I don't know what planet they were. Oh, they're right here. So that's good, because that means we'll get steel and Menbar and that kind of normal stuff. So the asteroids being there is good. But yeah, we need to make sure. That's F1. I always push F1 first, thinking that it's like the button I'm looking for. Did you figure it out yet? You did. Not useful, which we knew would probably be the case. That's fine. Okay, you can go this way. Now, 3 here has successfully fled, entered this system, discovered nothing useful, and thus can move on to this star right here. Pirates will eventually attack us. Hopefully we can we can get a good explore done before then. This is 4, right? But what did you discover? Oops, that's not right. What did you discover on there? Nothing. You discovered nothing, which is pretty much the normal outcome, to be fair. Hit this planet and we'll go across this way. Gotta watch these guys fuel, because if we let them defuel before sending them home, that would be a tragedy. Since I have seen... Do I have a construction ship yet? I do. Since I've seen... Not quite. But close. So those... planets mostly have luxuries on them, to be fair, yeah. It's too bad in a way. I'd also like to get these scanned down, but I need to find my second colony first. Preferably I need to find my second and my third colony first. Because if we can do it, we wanna use our colony ship hull to take the second one, and we wanna use our starting money to buy a third colony. In fact, logically, I should build a colony hull once I have the resources to afford it, even if I don't have a target for it, because that is probably the best investment platform, right? So we now have one. Ooh, so far away. Man, so far away, and nothing valuable in the system either. And I thought you solved all our problems, but you didn't. What'd you find? Oh, there is definitely... Wait, no, that's the mangrove forest. We haven't even moved yet. Did I even tell you to move yet? Like, did I... Or was there mangrove... Okay. Hey, let's just take a second here to make sure we know what's going on. So you've done that system already. There is nothing else in there. You come up here for me, okay? That's where you go now. Good. Now you are in this system now. This system got nothing in it that's worth your time. You're not leaving it, which means you haven't been told what to do yet. You head over here, okay? This is where you go next. And 4 is about to hit... Actually, 4 is fleeing this system. Continental world. Here. Right beside it. Seems like dangerous gas planet. Because this is a quest start, right? Let's take 4 and position them here just so I can see what's going on here. Then we'll use a refuel. They'll send them home, and that will be how we save them for whatever danger it is that they fled. See, there's danger here. But if there's no danger here, they can scan this down and we can take it, right? My man. Heading back still. Okay. Take me. Oh, this is our world. This is where we came from. And here's our first pirate problems. Our very first pirate attack hasn't even been announced yet. We caught them before they were even announced. Look at that. I turned it off. That's why. I was like, we got them before they were announced. Nope. No, we didn't. That didn't happen. We just turned them off. Fleet. Nope, that's the wrong fleet button. Fleet. Control. 5. Let's see if we can't try to drive these guys off. We can kill these ships while their guys are on the ground. That's big victories for us, right? Very useful big victories for us if we kill them while their troops are on the ground. We are winning. They decided to abandon the mission. So this is still here, sitting here, waiting for us to do it. This world is damaged. Once great buildings are now in rubble. So we can excavate the ruins or ignore them. We're going to excavate them. This has proved to be a worthwhile expedition. You have discovered ancient monolith data storage device, weathered but functional. Okay. Apparently, that's a thing that exists here. And an ancient trading post also exists here. Nice. Just look at our explorers for a bit here. Two. Find anything useful here too? No. Just go then to here. 3. Nothing useful here as well. A3. You can come back across this way, I guess. You flee twice. Or was it 4? No, it's 4. Hey, 4, can you survey this continental moon? I know you're a little damaged, but we haven't seen any sign that this is a dangerous group of planets. As long as we don't go back over here to whatever you left in there, we should be able to sneak this out. Then I can get you home, retrofit you, and I mean, I think it's worth the risk. It's most likely definitely worth the risk. This is still our capital survey. You're moving. You're moving. Let's go back to the fleet. Also, let's see what we can build right now. Probably, if we go by distance from capital, right? Apparently... Oh, it's showing this as being hostile due to the presence of these pirates. So we can basically ignore that. $18 steel. I mean, we don't need a lot of steel here because We have steel on the homeworld. This one actually looks pretty good, but I think I'd rather this one. 9, 8. Yeah, anything in this grouping here seems good. So we'll put one here. Feels like we successfully drove the pirates to their death. Good. Somehow we're making money. That doesn't make a... Oh, that's because of the population dump, yeah. Taxation balance, single planet population dump. That's why we're making money. You still safe out here, bud? You still get your work done without dying? Because I would love for you to live. Would be my favorite thing if you were to live. I got no reason for you to be dead. I would prefer you to live. Okay, let's just go back out to here. You are now in system. I see. Oh, a good start. This is probably defended, so we're gonna manually bring our man here in. We're actually gonna drop him here because he probably can see if there's a risk there by going to there first. You're not in yet. You're still in your surveying cycle. Okay. You're about to come in though. Good for to... You noticed anything here yet? Alright, I think that's as much caution as we can reasonably take. Please survey this. Probably, it may not be enough caution. Right? Yep, it wasn't. That's fine. As soon as we see that there's stuff there we don't want to deal with, we move away. It doesn't... Well... that's a mining station, right? Yeah. So that's not hostile. This looks manageable. With the same size of fleet we would need to build to be able to deal with the pirates. So let's get you jumped off. I'm gonna not leave the system until I see you've successfully jumped off. There we go. Now we'll send you someplace else. Probably... Actually, we will send you to get these 2 little stars, and then we'll refuel you. Then you can come back out in this direction through there. That's fine. So that's 2. We got 3. This is borders. So we have found borders. Nothing in this system. That's fine. It's a little disappointing to find borders this soon, but you know, that's how it always goes. Because we don't have a starting spot, we're usually wedged between empires. This is kind of like the start, the nature of it. We'll go over here, because I'd like to see where those borders go. Let's hit this. Have we finished the survey here? We have. This is a 17 suitability continental moon. We will absolutely settle this. 17 is the slightly bad starting position of it is fine, because eventually we will have the colonization for continental worlds ready, and that'll be good. We'll probably end up pushing that relatively fast, to be fair, too, because we got 3 continental worlds, which is really great for humans to have 3 continental worlds this early. We might just end up pulling it, too. So let's go to our ship designs. Let's go to our colonization ship. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong column. I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it. It doesn't exist. Small colonization ship? Still doesn't look like it exists. Right? Let's add new. Colony ship. There we go. Auto-generate it. Take off the stuff that they think they need, but they don't. Cool. And what is the cost of this? 45,000. That's what we expect it to be. We will then save and exit, and we will go to our existing colony ship here. We will command them to retrofit into the new design, take off their gigantic colony bays, and then replace it with just a regular one. You know, the sequence, right? What are you telling me is happening here? We found some stuff. There's a pirate attack on our only existing station. That's fine. Can't do much about that right now. I mean, the truth is maybe we can. We're gonna have to think about this, though. Wait. No, that's why. I thought we were like a completely different place than where we are. We're not where I think we are. The colony, the attack happened here. Right? Specifically, it happened here. If you could just, like, teach this guy a lesson, I think it'd be great. In fact, if the whole fleet would come and teach this guy a lesson together, probably kill him, which would be good for our starting position. Okay, everybody seems to be running off instead. That's fine. Not really fine. Okay. Stop. Yeah, pirates are attacking me again. Of course they are. This fleet needs to, just for now, it needs to be set to use fleet tactics. Retreat. Never. Because, retreating is causing us to not drive off pirates. Like, that's just, like, the answer. Better to lose hulls a little bit at this point than it is for our fleets to, like, really die. Like it is for us to, like, lose these invasions. Go to 4 and see how we've done over here. Alright, we did this already. So did we finish the retrofit? Are you retrofitted? If you are, I will fully automate you, and then I will set this planet for colonization. Check. Alright. We've got this. I do wonder about this. Targeting this world for colonization fast is a good idea if we can get the money to do it. Right? Let's just throw that to the top for now. Think about probably making this our third thing, because this will push his borders, right? Let's check where our ships are. Not in yet. Definitely in. Probably ready to be sent back, though. Go refuel. You just reached this system. Just finished your thing here, so you can also refuel. Right. Good. Now, you guys need to protect your damn world. Actually, more important than literally anything else. They don't really have the strength to raid us in an effective way. Oh, it was the ships that should most not be running away that ran away. That's the worst. Guys. Your planet needs you. Let's just reset the fleet onto this guy. So they're targeting a single target. Even if it costs this guy some damage, right? These fleets are not very strong right now. Yeah, we're not that strong right now. That's the truth. So let's just look at the basic resources we need to make ships and see what we've got. Like, polymer, we've discovered none. But we have discovered silicon, right? I'm gonna put that out. Oh, so you are finishing your surveys up. I mean, our military force is repulsing the landers, which is the most important thing. Is the ships tend to leave once their guys have been landed and they fail, right? So we lost a frigate. This is a severe problem. These ships are... they're not standing a chance, which is different. It's very different from my past games. Possibly they weakened the... possibly the, it's because of the railgun builds. They're just not strong enough. So... you're heading home. You're heading home. Yeah, we don't have the strength to fight these pirates. I think we're just better off to actually let them try to land. Because we lost both frigates, which is... or they're someplace else. I mean, one of the frigates we lost for sure. right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the risk on building a military early. It's as simple as that. Like I can't avoid that risk. There's it's nothing I really do, right? It's always pirates, right? Pirates is always build a military early, so I don't technically have to build a frigate fleet, though. I could do the old thing, the thing you do when you're really starting the game, which is you build like a big escort fleet that's only thing it can do is kill pirates. So let's edit the attack fleet down to being what we built in the last game, which is 8 frigates. And then we'll build a new one at the capital. Sucks how much money that's going to cost us. But all we've proven is that we need it, right? Like, can you guys, now that I've told you to retreat manually, can you actually do it? Guys? So he's followed them out rather than blow up our hulls, which is really nice because I hate when they blow up your hulls. See how they're doing strength-wise? They've lost some strength, but still. They are attempting to pursue, I think. So now that we're out, we'll turn back for repair and refuel. I despise when these guys attack your freaking hulls. Ugh, guys, come on. Come on. We're just trying to exist. The fact is we're not just trying to exist. The fact is the reason we're in this specific position we're in is because we made the decision that we would kill the pirates. Right? Normally, these first pirates we wouldn't be dealing with because we would have decided immediately, I'm literally protecting my hulls with my wrecked ships. Why? Because, of course, they're going to blow my hulls up. That's the problem with building a fleet, right? They blow your hulls up. I actually legitimately don't know how to get out of the situation that I've got myself into. These ships cannot fight these pirates. Like, our starting ships cannot fight the pirates, and they are just going to keep dying. If I move them away, the pirates will land troops, leave, and then come back. I can't build new troops because they will blow up the hulls. And I don't have the money to be able to afford to lose the hulls they blow up. I guess we'll start by putting the civilian economy back on. I guess we don't have the resources to let them build stuff. And all those hulls they blow up, they just turn into wasted resources. But if I don't build hulls, I can't stop them. Like, once this is built, it will be able to defend the planet more effectively. Mostly due to the fighters. Right? Like, That should help. But I mean, I paid for a lot of hulls. I paid for a lot of hulls. They only blew up a couple. So where did the rest of them go? It's fine. It's really no concern. So the new station we just built is now under attack. So you're almost finished. I guess I have to... requeue that army, right? Like, the second fleet is exactly one ship now. Which is literally... like, stupendously bad. Why can't... oh, we probably don't have resources for it. And that's the problem, right? That's why building a fleet can be such a destructive decision this early on. Because I think, even though this is a great start, I think it's ruined. I think I don't think I have enough resources. Can I even build mining stations right now? Like, if I had something available to me, could I build it? No, I don't have enough silicon. We have silicon coming in, but it's also going to be raided over and over again. And now, of course, since we've put a space station outside of our own territory, we're triggering all of the... of course, we pay for the Ghost Fleet. Thank goodness. That's, probably the thing that, if anything, is going to save this game, is the Ghost Fleet. Depending on whether or not it's actually okay. I guess we go to where this ship is. Are they all... what are you doing? No. Guys. Stop acting like pirates. Can you refuel, 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 and refuel? Because that's the fastest way to gather you. The fastest way to gather you I know of is just to tell you all to refuel. Whoever's south of us is going to be a problem. Their borders are growing fast, which means they have to have a colony world I'm unaware of, like, right here, because you can see how small the borders were after I shrank them. So hopefully we can get this to work. I gotta tell you, it's not looking great, though. Do I have that colony planet with no mission? What are you doing? Did you move here without picking people up? What the heck would cause that to happen? Why would you move here without picking people up? What? What? That doesn't make any sense. I really want these guys to like me. Because I really want them to join my empire. I don't know if I can get that to work, though. Right? They have... mostly it looks like pirate relationships right now. Can't afford to send them a gift because I can't afford to build a military. If I can't afford to build a military, I can't afford to exist. So I have to think about the way I'm handling these pirates and the start of the games, because that was completely because of the pirates. Like, the pirates made it impossible for me to resist, and it means I have to like more aggressively build ships, even if I think that other things might be more important. It's tough because I need those starting resources, but I mean, that happens in a normal game too, where you have to build fleets to stop the pirates because you need the resources. Once every ship I own is in system, we'll take a look at what we have. These appear to be frigates. They're escorts, I mean. Yeah, they're escorts. And one frigate, which kind of replaces the missing frigate. So let's look at our fleet list. Fleet number 2 only ever built one guy because I thought it charged me for 8 hulls, and they definitely didn't blow up 7 hulls, but maybe I just missed it. Let's wait, what just happened there? What is this? Okay, why would you queue? I can't build fleet frigates. Oh, you didn't queue somebody. You joined them together, right? Yeah. So I want these 2 fleets to be joined. So I'm going to actually disband the entirety of the first fleet. These ships here. I'm going to tell them join the second fleet, which should leave the first fleet dead. Right? Gives me some idea of what I've got. Definitely not great. As our retrofitting. Okay. The pirates that I can see, how strong are they right now? They're still as strong as they were before. They're not successfully robbing me, but they are successfully keeping their ships. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's what we have to deal with, right? I need to take my explorers right now. All of them are coming in to fuel, or they're already in, right? That's not what I want at all. Okay, let's start here for a second. If I go to you, there. What is here? Oh, this is the Ghost Fleet. Okay. So, 1 is in, 2 is not in. Please go home and refuel. I would actually like you to refuel here instead. And like, travel is fine. You are... Yes, you failed to come home. You are home and refueled. Good. The guy who failed to come home, he needs the assistance of our our guy here. You come out here to this guy and refuel him. You wait for refueling. 4 is home. 4, could you please spend some time exploring this system? Check. 1. What are you doing, 1? You have no mission. So could you explore this system? Let's look for resources. We gotta do a resource look. We gotta push for a resource look. I don't have enough resources at all right now to do anything. Everything is in a research shortage. We can see we have no carbonite. We have almost no polymer. We have no silicon, but at least we can produce some silicon, so that's good. They'll keep attacking the silicon base, so somebody's got to bring it in. Let's check to see if we've got somebody bringing silicon in. They say they have no mission, but they have silicon in their hold. Are they damaged? They're disabled. If I could get a construction ship to actually help them, that would save everything. Literally save everybody. This is gonna get wrecked. You're fixing that. Where's my other construction ship? What are you doing? You were repairing Strange Twilight? Was Strange Twilight that ship we were looking at? It was. Okay, if you can repair Strange Twilight without getting killed by pirates, that will give us the silicon we need to not be completely dead in the water. But we cannot build anything other than a polymer station. If it's not a polymer station, we don't need it. That's the new rule. I think we're strong enough now to repulse them if they attack us here, which is good. We can defend this point. That's hopeful. But we don't have the money for another colony ship. Who is coming in as requested. They're probably going to run out of fuel before they get home, but they will be in reasonable coasting distance, so hopefully that's fine. This is too long to be worth it when we can't figure out how to afford it. Yeah, I think I should have just committed to the... It's gonna be these guys are gonna be Hakonish. This is who it's gonna be right here. Let's see if it's possible to get on their good side. They are primarily, well, they're traitors until they hate you. Sometimes they hate you right away. I might want to just drop in the free... No, we already actually have 2. And that's really helpful. The fact we got that ruins that gave us understanding of them, well, that should actually be really helpful. So we're starting to successfully repulse on our main system. That's what we want to see. Cut them apart. Cut them apart. Break their hulls, take their money. Cut them apart, break their hulls, take their money. That's what we need to do. Destroy their station. What are you doing? Why are you out here? You shouldn't be out here. Let's look at what we've got military ships wise, right? So we look at all of our military ships and we click on ships not in a fleet. We have these three guys. They are not in a fleet. Wait, I always forget in this game. Do the whole thing at once. So we will tell them to join the second fleet immediately. Why? Because the more strength we can get on the singular second fleet, better a chance we have of surviving. Let's check our spies. We haven't been looking at them. I need you, buddy. I need you to be doing counterintelligence. And you can try to steal from these guys. Any research we can find that is pretty high chance of you succeeding at, you should do. We have some 80s. I think the best 80 is probably the expanded fuel, the compressed fuel storage, so we'll do that. So we are succeeding at holding them off on our homeworld. That is really good. Information, they want us to attack that. We don't have the strength to attack that. I get what you're saying, but we need to be a little stronger before we can attack that. Which means we need silicon to come in, and we need to be able to build a polymer station if we can find one. Literally anywhere. Did we ever get that silicon to come in? Did he ever make it home? He didn't. Is on his mission now. What are you doing? That's what you're doing. Getting yourself back onto a known route. New worlds, desert colonization. Okay, not what I would have expected, but you know, could be worse, could be better. And we have hit the second colony. That means the second colony is now absolutely 100% at risk of attackers. We need to build them some troops. That is fine. Let's see what we've got going on here. Are we exploring only near ourselves? You are still stuck. You still have not been refueled. No, you have. Come home. You. About 2. 2 has just coasted in. All right. Please, guys. And please, I pray. We really need to find stuff. Stuff and things, things and stuff. We specifically should be searching down stuff like this, right? So number 2, once you got your fuel in your person, just like stop someplace without actually finishing what I asked you to do. I'd love for you to actually refuel, because that would, you know, be what we truly need. No fuel and no energy. That's fine. Perfectly acceptable way to exist in space. No fuel, no energy, right? Nobody needs fuel or energy. Please refuel. And then get back out there. Bye. Oh yeah, it's now fleet 2. Okay, so we got the heavy escorts, the escorts, all them in, so we have fleet all together almost. Good once they're together. I'm gonna start feeling better about stuff. We really need general messages. Tax, okay. I really need us to find the missing resources we need. Are you ready to help the Empire? Number 2. Thank you. That is fine by me. I would like these guys to come to like me, but I can't do anything about it, which is always frustrating, because it means they will be gotten by someone other than me. It's always like that. Them. I could send them a gift, but I have no money. Fine. We'll figure it out. We'll do our best. $90 silicon. Okay. I mean, what are we to do? We just have to hope one of our men out there finds us the thing we need. More than anything. It starts with P. It's called polymers. It is the single most important thing we need right now. Then we can start going down the list towards other things, right? Not really useful. Can't really check that way properly. No. No. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 3, 4. Once 3 is in. Actually, 3 has fuel, so 3 can actually just abort the mission to return home and just head out in here, do this one. Gotta start green lighting some of these systems. I really want to kill this. Everybody knows that I really want to kill this. There's no mission to do that. That's not happening. We will attack this station as soon as it's at all possible. But not right now. I mean, since it's gone so badly. What? Okay, well, we'll have to hope that that turns out fine. Fine. The other thing we could do is we could just try. Like, let's prepare and attack it and see what happens. I think this game might be dead because of all the money we lost from the fleet they destroyed. So we might be just restarting anyway. And since I'm thinking I'm going to have to restart anyway, we might as well go out with a bang. Do we have a game? I don't know. I don't think so. Very, very good starting position. Very bad decision making early on, to be fair. Should have... I mean, I'm just going to have to start thinking about, like, the immediate money, the immediate expenditures of stuff, right? Turning off the civilian economy is still right. That's still good. But the question is, do I immediately buy a fleet? If I bought the space station first and then the fleet right afterwards, most of those ships would have been queued up inside of the station and they wouldn't have been able to destroy their hulls. And that's how I used to do it. But then I started worrying that it was too expensive to buy the first spaceport right away. So they're fueling on their prepare. We have still not found the things we need. There they are. That was the definition of a bad entry. We do at least have point on all ships, which will help with the strength that these guys have in their fighters. But this slow fly in is not the best. Not the best. For a second there, it looked like we stood a chance. We did cut the shields pretty fast, but the whole slow fly in and then me not setting them to not run away has basically made this a guaranteed loss, but that was what I was expecting. Back to the main menu. Let's try it again. Over and over, but good enough, it's fine. We'll get it eventually. Make sure we're on very hard. Get into the game. Make sure they didn't change our government. See how the start is. Back to exploration. Over and over again. We're gonna get this. There is a way to do this. I am 2% sure. My perception that this is possible to win on this difficulty is going down every time I play it. But it still feels sometimes like it. That was a me thing. I need a better strategy. So what we're seeing here is the original oh geez. The original idea I had that you do build a spaceport right away was correct. The adjusted version of that I've been using, where I don't buy a spaceport right away because I am worried about it, makes me too vulnerable to pirates. Don't think this is in. I think this is out. And since it's out, we go here. Please go here. Please go here. Because apparently the game thought it was okay to drop us on top of enemies again. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. All these extra ships filled with population all fled, which is good, because that's what we want them to do. They're also inside borders. I didn't even notice we're inside borders, which just makes this not a game at all. I didn't even need to warp. Oh, danger in the second system as well. That's nice. Wait, how are we inside borders there, but not inside borders here? This is a wild start. Maybe it's just not calculated it? I sort of want to just find out, because that implies that they're like right there, right? We don't want that. We're going to move the whole fleet together for now. instead of exploring. Probably just a restart, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. So back to the old original truth of first thing after planet settled equals build spaceport, even though it costs a lot of money. Spaceport allows us to build the ships we need to fight pirates without having to fear them being wrecked. I want to see what's in this star before I give up. I think from judging from how last one with the new settings for smaller borders was working, I feel like this makes this their starting plan. It's the only thing it could be, and their borders are just being squished. Right? Wow. Every system we enter has enemies. Every single one. Good job, start. I mean, I'm not... I do like to just see, so one of the reasons why we're still going is I just like to see what's gonna happen. We're gonna go up to 8. Somebody didn't jump. Oh yeah, it looks like our transports with all of our essential starting stuff on it. That's what didn't jump. Because we don't need any of that, it's fine. If the space monsters kill that, though, we'll be good. You know, maybe it might be interesting. Try something new on the next one. An idea that I just came up with here because of the fact we're supposed to be a migrant fleet. Maybe I should actually also be exploring with the fleet itself by just moving it in a general direction, like with some of the scouts sort of I'll show you what I have in mind in the inevitable next one. It's going to look very similar to what I'm doing right now, except with a little bit more sensibility to it. Like right now, what we're effectively doing is we're moving our center away from these borders, right? If we can get out as far as this star with no borders, we now know that someone's here, right? So that's not bad. That's intelligence. That's information that we could probably use. And the very first game that I did pretty well on, I did do a strategy where I moved my center. Which is to say, I spread my explorers out, but I moved the center with them more. Like if we land here and there's borders, dead game. But if we land here and there's not borders, might not be a dead game, right? Probably, once we're landed here, should go to our explorers. Looking at their fuel. And basically we take our guy here. And we like... I miss seeing people when they're this close to a sun is so finicky. Let's grab you. I want you to refuel this guy, and this guy. Also, this guy. You're currently waiting for the fuel tanker? All right. Where did the fuel tanker even go? Why did you go so far away, fuel tanker? They're right here. Okay. Now we're at our new center. Now we're going to do our usual spread out. And we've got planets we don't have to worry about because we already touched them. So let's go. 1. Control 1. I want to send you back this direction because you're going to end up probably... You'll have to come back eventually. Okay, now you, Control 2. I want to send you to this planet. You, Control 3. I want to send you to this planet. You, Control 4. You go this way. Let's explore. Let's get out there and do it again. I am ever hopeful for the next one to be the one. Ever endlessly hopeful. Always hopeful. Like, is this gonna be the one? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All right, let's drop back down to the 4 we usually run at. We can see that 2 is in. 2 C's. Nothing, because that's a numbered world. And I should have realized as soon as I saw it that since it was numbered, there'd be nothing. 3, what do you see? You see planets, but none of them are useful. 3, you're not in yet. So 1, can you move on to this world here? 3, can you move on to this world here? 1 is about to hit in right there. 4 is about to hit in right here. I could probably actually run this. So they have found humans, but they have found human pirates, but not the Ghost Fleet. There's an ocean world here. I'm not going to spend any time on it. That's another thing I've been rethinking. Do I spend time on that stuff or do I move away? I think we move away. 1. What did you find here? It's numbered. We don't need to look at it even. We already know numbered stars are no good. They have nothing in them. 2. What did you find? Nothing, but a different sort of nothing. 3. What did you find? A numbered star? Okay. Hit this one and then we'll come back across. Let's go. Four. Did you find numbered? You come across this way. So 2 is in a numbered system. Send you this way. 1 is in an actual system. What did you find? Nothing. Head here, it's the last star in that area. 3 is about to come in, so we'll see what 3 has to say. 3, did you find anything? 3, did you find anything? 3, you found nothing. Nice. Send you back across, right to there. One is in but found nothing. I'm just going to YOLO one over to there, just so we can see if if we know where their space is. Don't know if this is a game or not, but if it is... Ooh, but independent colony of Hakonish, dismiss them. If we were a military start, this would be great for us. We're not a military start, so it means nothing. We will take them as our first technology, though. There. We could bribe them. Could bribe them. We shall see. But either way, you're done where you are. Oh, Ford landed. Numbered system. Come back across this way. But to come in on 2. See. Nothing useful. Now, this is the kind of luck I've been used to. This is what I'm used to this looking like. Okay, so that 3. Let's look what 3 found. Ocean World. Really not worth checking. Theoretically worth checking, but checking it slows us down. Move our center to there. Got 4 here. Nothing. Who is in? Who is found? Nothing. I think this one is done. But I haven't lost my curiosity for it yet, so sort of looking for borders over here to a degree. I want to see like where they actually are. 2. Nothing. Three has come in. Nothing. Wild how different the RNG is from game to game. Like it's like insanely wild, right? At 4. Nothing. I'm pretty sure we're done though. I kind of want to try and see if we can colonize the Hakonish, not because I think that it's a viable game, but because I just want to see what happens. Like, I'm going to see if I can force it before landing with just, like, straight money. Nothing. Four. Nothing. Back this way. I sort of wanted this guy to land because I want to see if we can figure out where their homeworld is. I want to see if I'm right that it's on one of these 2 stars. That is a numbered world. So 3. Down over there. Guy's never going to make it home. Fine though, who needs to make it home? This is for nothing. We found the ghost fleet. They were here. We don't have a world, so they don't care. I don't know if that permanently bugs them. Can't remember. Two. Find anything? Nothing. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. We did find them. Like, immediately, I was right. I picked exactly where their homeworld would be. Good. In the military fleet start, we could potentially just, like, attack them. This. 3. And nothing. 4. And marshy swamp, not really worthwhile. I think we're gonna YOLO the marshy swamp, as they used to say back when I was a boy. Wasn't even a child when that was famous. A grown man. This effectively is going to be the last system we check. Because we're done for. Okay, so that's a number system. Let's see if we can bribe them enough that they will let us colonize on their world. So if I was to, I'm not doing this because I think it's a good idea or that it's like a valid plan or anything. But if I was to just be like, yo, I'm gonna send you a gift and it's gonna be like enormous. It only gives, yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's not gonna make any difference. I could give them gifts on cooldown until they let us settle. But that's not gonna work. So let's get out. Let's get out. Exit main menu. Start new game. Let's just go. Yeah, these attempts. The one thing we can be sure of is that anybody we find very quickly will only have one world because they're starting, and we should be able to just figure out where it is based on where their borders are. That could give us like a direction to change in, like a momentum to move towards. So we are as on the outside of the galaxy as we possibly can be. We are in a dangerous system with no useful worlds. No good jump trajectory, but I think we have to go here, actually. We have to move to this tiny star here. Why? Because going to this star first puts us through the nebula. Relatively certain. Some of our fleeing civilian ships might just go through the nebula to catch up to us. That would be spectacular, but this is probably already a dead game. I'm not going to do what I did last time. We're not going to explore long if we have to move the whole fleet. If we forced to move the whole fleet, I should say. We will explore short. Like, I'll just check a couple of these stars around us, and then we will start it again. Yep. Right into the nebula. Find anything here? No, we did not. So, exploration ships. Put your hands up for service. Crooked Victory, #1. You can go to this star here. Vanishing Sojourn. Oops, that's not how we do it. You can go to here. Wild Escapade. You can go to here. Number 3 and Worthy Dawn. You can go to the system that has the ping in it. Get out there, get some work done. Can't believe they dropped us into a hostile system with 1,000 points of strength. That's some great stuff. That is some very positive, wonderful, great stuff. I am so excited about that. That is my very, very favorite. Starting research project. I'm gonna stick every time from now on with my generic one, so I don't spend any time thinking about it. It is fuel and storage, expanded fuel systems. Check mark. Go, go, go. Wait, 1. Somehow we didn't do anything with you, 1? I don't know how we did that. That doesn't seem right at all, but whatever. Alright, what did you find in here? Nothing. You found nothing. Go to here. Let's go, guys. Find us a world. Looks like 3 is coming in. 3 is coming in. What'd you find here? Forest planet. 1 potential. 3. Be the guy. Be the guy, 3. Get us into the game. Be the guy. Since this is a safe system, I'm going to move up the whole fleet. Even if we find nothing there, it is a safe system, so we might as well do it. Let's see, what did you find? I see a forest planet and a marshy swamp world. Good job, number 4. This was number 4? This is Worthy Dawn? Yes, it is, number 4. So, let's look at this forest planet and immediately send our man, Worthy Dawn, out here to make some things happen. We also have number 1 in a system. Did you find anything? That's not how we check. That is a numbered system. There's no way you found anything in a numbered system. You can head... Actually, I'm going to cross you over since these guys are checking for a bit, and I don't really think that this is a valuable area right now. We'll see, though. This is number 2. Did you find... Oh, 2 is also in a numbered system. Number 2, could you check the system right beside you? Thank you very much. Let's see what we can't get done. We got 2 surveys going on. You are in a numbered system that is not useful to us. I'm actually going to change my mind and send you over. Number 2. We will send you over to get these stars. There might be someone over there, so we could intelligence in that direction could be worthwhile. So Wild Escapade, what have you found, sir? It is a forest planet, the quality of 48, which is not that great for us humans. So time for you to move on. It's time for you to move on. Right? Yeah, you can go here. Let's look at you. What have you found, sir? Forest planet, still unexplored. Tell us what you know. Low. Low, low. Not going to bother to check the swamp because it's probably too swampy for us. Let's head over here. There's got to be something someplace in this whole galaxy we can live in. If not, we assume they all died, we start again. That's just how the sequence goes. We have found... Show me, are we literally sitting in a system with a pirate base because I thought it was safe? Of course we are. Let's go to here. So it looks like you are in a numbered system. looks like you are here. Did you find anything? No. Just like bad RNG that prevented either of those forest worlds from being any good. 3 is in. Did you find anything? Nope. No, you didn't. Alright. Check this one. Let's see here. That is a numbered world. You can come across this way. Guy up here. Did you find anything? You did not. Check this one. We got lots of room this time, just no useful planets. Well, you know, what's to be done? Okay, who are you? Did you find anything good here? No. All right. Feel like I'm getting really efficient at these starts. Is this numbered again? Nope, it's not. It's not. It's actually a potential. It's not one, but could be. I'll send you this way. We're actually out of fuel, which means when everybody lands on the system they're currently heading towards, assuming they ever do, we're done. Oh, we found an independent colony of Mortallons. That's potentially useful. Or that is one. Look at the system. Nothing useful here except for them. We could potentially... I mean, we could start bribing them. Right, we can bribe them on cooldown, we can learn their basic technology. These are just things we want to get used to doing because they're valuable in the future, right? Let's see what happens over here. I mean, the truth be told, if... Well, I mean, you can also move... there's no point. See, so... 2, 3. 3 is... not good. I mean, 3 has enough fuel to make one more jump. We might as well do it. 4 is... swampy, ocean. I think we're done. I think we're done. I think we're done. We'll give these guys their death jumps and then we will, we'll shut it down. Start again. More reloads. What did you find? Deep ocean world. Not useful. No chance we can live on that. A lot of the ocean going, like not every ocean going race has a good time on those worlds. And you, what'd you find? Mangrove forest. Okay, that is another no-go. That is another no-go. The reason why I'm doing all of these instead of setting them up ahead of time like I was before is simply because I think this is an important part of the reality of this start. This is what we gotta do, right? Every time. Back to main menu. Give it another go. Start a new game. It's the same session, nothing will have changed. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Apparently we started in the same system as pirates. Not only did we start the same system as pirates, we started with pirate ships right beside us because that makes sense. You know, sometimes game spawning is absolutely freaking hilarious. Because, you know, there's no logical way that we would move our whole fleet would just like originate in the universe inches away from pirates. But they did. It can be a fun exercise to try to figure out what that represents, you know, because it doesn't make any sense. Let's take our first little spy here and immediately put him on. Nope. Counterintelligence, check. Research projects, fuel and storage, enhanced storage systems, check. Dangerous system, no useful planets. Let's just flip back over to this one then. All these dangerous systems with no useful planets, that's really nice. Yeah, we're all fleeing, except the ones that are not fleeing, which usually means they're getting killed. It doesn't look like anyone's dying, though. Nobody turned red or anything. Nothing in this red dwarf system. Let's just move to here, then. Just gonna clear all these 3 stars before we start our exploration phase. Just like a hilariously dangerous area. Yeah, it's nice. You know what? There isn't a start here. There's no start here. This is not. No. No, 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 no. Not wasting my time. Nope. 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 Oh! Let's see what's next. Cool. Cool. Oh. Wow. That's weird. Oh. Wow. That's weird. I just realized that I am not seeing my YouTube chat. Not great. Why? All. Not great.